The final fight I'm going to go in depth on is going to be Overeem versus Hunt. This is a very interesting fight. So again, the last time these guys fought was back in 2012 in Dream. That was back in the days of Overeem, which will not exactly be the case now with USADA. It's also about 5 years ago. That's between then and now. That's the knockouts that Overeem has suffered in the UFC, as well as the shots he's taken in the cage. One of the biggest problems that Overeem has right now is the fact that he's been knocked out so much. The switch really gets flipped pretty quickly for him. And he's lost some fights to guys who he's much better strikers than. He got knocked out by Ben Rothwell. He got knocked out by Travis Brown. He got knocked out by Stipe Miocic. When he's fighting guys who he's better than, he's in trouble. He's going to be fighting a guy, Mark Hunt, who he's got the reach advantage on. Possibly offensively, I think Overeem's a better striker, but Hunt is excellent. He's dangerous. He knows how to land his hands. And if he lands on Overeem, it's going to be a big problem. With that being said, these two have fought before, like I said. In that last fight, Hunt actually was able to get on top, get in top position. But from there, it didn't last very long for him. Overeem was able to catch him in an armbar and finish him. Overeem's won this fight before. He won it quickly. To pick against him would be pretty difficult to do. Now, there's obviously a little bit more into it. So again, this is Overeem's first fight since the Stipe Miocic fight where he got knocked out and knocked out pretty badly. He was out on one of the first shots and took a few more while he was already out. For him to win this fight, he's going to have to stay very defensive, which is what he was doing a bit with Stipe, where he was trying to keep his range. He was using his kicks to keep range. Now, he'll have a pretty good reach advantage against Mark Hunt, so that's something he can do here as well. He can still use his kicks, but again, Mark Hunt's really good at getting inside of range. He's done it against taller fighters in the past, most notably Stipe Miocic. So for Overeem, it's going to be a matter of, can you keep a high guard, can you pick your shots, and can you work your way through Mark Hunt? He's more than capable of doing it. Another possibility for him, and he's done a little bit in the past, is using his grappling more. He's an excellent grappler. Obviously, he competed at ADCC and was very successful. He's got a great guillotine choke, although Mark Hunt's not likely to shoot on him, so I don't know that he's going to be using his guillotine choke unless he catches it in transition. But if he can get the fight to the ground and sort of in a manner similar to what Lesnar was doing and just kind of beat Mark Hunt up, that might be the safest route. But again, it's going to be a difficult fight like most heavyweight fights, especially one like this where you have two knockout artists. Anyone can land at any time. But for him, I'd be really interested to see how he comes out. Does he come out defensively? Does he come out trying to pick his shots? Or does he come out and just try to berserk Mark Hunt? If he does that, it's going to be tough. If he lands first, he can finish. But man, Mark Hunt can take a shot and he can deliver one. For Mark Hunt, what gets very interesting in this fight is that while he doesn't have the longer reach, he's got a shorter reach, he's got great hands. You would think that in 2017, he's in a good spot to win this fight, just pure technically, because like I said, Alistair Overeem isn't going to be able to take very many shots. Hunt's going to be able to get in close to him a few different times. If he lands, he should be in good shape. But Mark Hunt's in a really, really tough position right now with the UFC with his lawsuit. I don't know what sort of effect that has on his mind. Now, again, that lawsuit was against the UFC because he was very upset about having to face roided up fighters. Well, guess who you're fighting now? You're fighting Alistair Overeem. Overeem might be clean for this camp, but man, his body has benefited from some stuff in the past. Whether he wants to call it horse meat, testosterone, so be it. He's tested positive in the past. Whether or not Overeem's juicing for this fight, he's still going to have a very big strength advantage, and a lot of it's going to be thanks to some of the stuff he's done in the past. If Hunt comes into this fight thinking, oh God, here's another roider. I didn't want to take this fight, but I need the money. I'm just going to show up. If he's not taking his training seriously, again, Overeem is extremely dangerous. He can catch you. He can catch anyone. He can catch Mark Hunt. If I'm going to have to pick this fight, it's a very difficult one. It's tough to go against Overeem because this fight's happened already. He won, and he won quickly. It's tough to say what Mark Hunt's going to show up, whether it's going to be a motivated Mark Hunt, whether it's going to be a dejected Mark Hunt who is just looking to grab a paycheck while he sues the UFC. But if you're going to assume the best out of both guys, if you're going to assume that Hunt's going to come in at his best and Overeem's going to come in at his best, and this is 2017, they've suffered the damage they've suffered over their career, I would have to go with Mark Hunt because I think he's going to be able to take some early shots, but he's going to catch Overeem with one, and when he catches Overeem, he's going to be able to finish. But again, this is a very difficult fight to pick. I wouldn't put money down on it. It's a very risky play.